You've probably been told your whole life to open your crawlspace vents in the summer, let the air flow through, let it breathe, dry it out. But that advice is costing homeowners thousands of dollars in mold damage, wood rot, and health problems. Here's the truth. Opening those vents is the #1 reason crawlspaces grow mold, and the building science proves it. Here's why. Open crawlspace vents do not dry out your crawl space. They add moisture to it, especially if you live anywhere with humid summers or foggy mornings. Research from Advanced Energy found that outside air contains more water vapor than the air already inside your crawl space, especially during warm seasons. So when those vents are open, you're not drying anything out. You're pumping in more moisture. That moisture then hits your cold HVAC ducts and cold wood floor joists and the foundation walls, which are also cold, and it condenses. Just like a cold glass of sweet tea on a hot summer day, that condensation feeds mold, that causes wood rot, and that raises the humidity in your whole house. The fix? Seal those vents. Control humidity with a dehumidifier. I'll walk you through exactly how in just a minute. Real quick, if you're not sure where your crawl space stands right now, I put together a free guide called Is Your Crawl Space Making Your Family Sick? It's a 4-stage warning sign checklist you can use today. Link in the description, totally free. Now let's keep going. Now here's the thing. Builders have been putting vents in the crawl spaces for decades. The idea made sense on paper. Cross ventilation. Let the air move through. Dry it out. But nobody accounted for what actually happens in hot, humid climates. We're talking Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, really anywhere east of the Rockies in the summer, or anywhere dense fog can roll in the mornings or the evenings. The air outside is loaded with moisture. 80%, 90% relative humidity all summer day in most of these areas, right? So imagine this. Your AC is running. It's 70 degrees inside your house. It's 90 degrees and 85% humidity outside. Now you open every window in your house. What do you think happens? That hot, humid air rushes in and your AC can't keep up. That's exactly what happens in your crawl space when those vents are open. Hot, humid air pouring in, hitting your cold HVAC ducts, cold wood, condensating every single day. Now here's the crazy part. Most people who have this problem don't even know it's happening because it's under your house, out of sight, out of mind until the mold shows up, until the floors start to feel soft, until your kids start coughing every morning. Now let me show you what's actually happening inside your home. This is called the stack effect. Your home acts like a chimney. Warm air rises, it pulls air up from the bottom, typically the crawl space or the basement, through your floors, through your walls, and out the top of your home, typically through the attic. So whatever is in your crawl space air, mold spores, humidity, soil gases, it gets pulled up into your living space, into your bedrooms, into the air your family breathes every night. The U.S. Department of Energy confirms this. About 50% of the air you breathe on the first floor of your home comes directly from your crawl space. That's not a small number. That's half of the air your kids are breathing every day. So when your crawl space is humid and moldy, that air is coming up every day. A lot of people think, and I hear this all the time, my builder put those vents in there for a reason. The building code says to have them, so they must be working. But here's the problem with that. Building code sets a minimum standard. It doesn't always reflect the best science, and the research has caught up. Advanced Energy's field studies found that vented crawl spaces in mixed and hot, humid climates actually increase moisture levels instead of reducing them. The International Residential Building Code now gives builders the option to close crawl spaces because the science supports it. The myth: open vents, dry crawl spaces. The truth: Open vents in humid climates make crawl spaces wetter, moldier, and more dangerous. But here's what most people miss, and this is the part that really matters. Here's the simple 3-step fix. Step 1, seal the vents. Cut rigid foam board insulation to fit over each vent opening. Seal the edges with expanding foam, no more outside air getting in. Step 2, install a vapor barrier. Cover the entire crawl space floor with a minimum 12 mil poly vapor barrier. Lay it up the walls, seal the seams. This blocks ground moisture from evaporating up into your crawl space. And step 3, control humidity. Install a crawl space dehumidifier, something like the Aprilaire E80 or E100 or the Ninja Dry Pro 70, now available on our DIY store, and keep your humidity between 45 and 55%. That's the range where mold cannot grow. That's the range where your wood stays healthy. I recommend you set the dehumidifier on 50% to achieve this. One important note before you seal anything: make sure you don't have any naturally vented combustion appliances in your crawl space. Old furnaces or water heaters that pull combustion air from those open vents. If you do, address that first. This is the kind of thing I break down every week, so if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. But here's something I didn't tell you yet. Everything I just showed you is useless unless you know the warning signs that your crawl space is already in trouble before you ever get down there. That free guide I mentioned, Is Your Crawl Space Making Your Family Sick?, walks you through exactly what to look for, room by room. Link is in the description at buymeacoffee.com/CS Ninja. Grab it now while you're thinking about it. And I'm Michael Church with Crawl Space Ninja, and I hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.